Thank you for joining KSHB.com on this election day and looking at the weather blog. Well, we have a frost advisory. There's a freeze warning out in southwest Kansas and out into the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles. That's actually good for the wheat because it just can't keep on growing into the winter. It needs to go dormant so that it can come back into the spring. So some good news there for us. Well, we need a freeze to get rid of the oak mites, and I don't think we're going to quite get that. This is a frost advisory, so it'll come close, but I don't think we're going to quite do it. Let's take a look at this weather pattern. We've been talking about this endlessly. A lot of significant storm activity in the eastern Pacific Ocean, but it doesn't come into the United States. The storms go up into Canada, and it throws up a huge ridge into the middle part of the country. That keeps the cold air bottled up into northern Canada, even all the way back into Siberia, until we have any sign that we're going to get some flow from the northwest. We have really no sign of any major cold weather. A frost or a light freeze is not that hard to do this time of year, so that is entirely possible. And for us, the storm system from yesterday has moved off, and yes, there is a location that is still waiting for its first freeze. Minneapolis. Its latest freeze ever was November 6, 1958. And they're still waiting. We should get it here in the next couple of days, but boy, oh boy, unbelievably mild weather pattern, and it's a quiet weather pattern. The jet stream is so retreated up to the north that we don't have any big storm systems, and as I said, it keeps all the cold air well to the north. This is more like of a summertime position of the jet stream, and look at the next 7 days. Very little change in the position of the jet stream, staying well to the north, which keeps us dry and keeps above to much above average temperatures over most of the country. A couple little cold fronts will come through and drop us to around average for a day or a night. As I said, there could be a frost or a freeze, but overall it's dry and mild. And so as we go into the individual days here, for tomorrow we are in that frost advisory, high pressure under control with a clear sky, 35 at KCI, 33 in St. Joseph, so close to a freeze in some spots. St. Joe's already had its first freeze, but I think we're going to fall just short. And then tomorrow with high pressure over us around 58 to 59 degrees. Look at that, 70 again in Valentine and Rapid City. Another warm-up headed our way for Thursday. The high pressure will move off. We have a southwest wind, so 35 to 40 for the low. And then during the day, we're going to get into the 60s, 60 to 65 here. Another cold front's coming, not a very strong one. It might give us another chance of a frost or maybe our first freeze Saturday morning. But again, a very weak front. Here is the forecast for the rest of your election day weather, and into the night we are looking at 58 degrees, 59 this afternoon, and sunny. Overnight clear by 1 a.m. down to 42 with a light north wind, so that will lead to our first frost possible. And on the 7-day forecast, there is no chance of precipitation. Highs generally in the 50s and 60s, lows generally in the 30s and 40s. Again, Saturday morning, another frost or freeze is possible. We'll just have to see. Or another frost is possible, maybe a freeze. We'll have to see how that evolves. 33 to 36 there on Saturday morning. Have a great day.